welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Jeremiah. Gonna ask you, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And let's get into episode 6 of She-Hulk. Wow, a wedding episode. That's right, they just completely slapped the crap out of us, hyping everyone up for Daredevil, getting all of us to tune in as early as we can, just to give us a wedding episode that no one asked for. Let's think about that for a second. They really teased Daredevil, knowing what they were doing, getting everybody all excited, hyping, making constant videos, theorizing, waking up as early as we could to tune in, turn on Disney Plus, get comfortable, maybe get some food, some breakfast, some cereal, something, just to disappoint us with a wedding episode, a filler. No Matt Murdock, just throwing up bridezillas, groomsmen, rings, I do. Nothing that we asked for at all. It turns out that Jennifer is going to be a bridesmaid, and I'm just wondering if and when she will have any actual character arc. On one note though, She-Hulk does absolutely nail the awkwardness of everything about this experience, including the way young women often find themselves participating in wedding events of old friends who aren't really even a part of their lives anymore. But so much of this is just quite boring, honestly. I mean, I'm just being honest. Thank God for the subplot that dealt with Nikki and Mallory and their case with Mr. Immortal, who in the comics is actually one of the saddest Marvel characters ever written. Since he was born, Death Urge was a part of his life. Death Urge is kind of this embodiment of death type entity that constantly has been taking his loved ones away from him all throughout his life. His dad dying in a house fire, and his girlfriend who committed suicide. Mr. Immortal, or Craig, tried to kill himself many times throughout his youth, but he couldn't die. He literally had to live with depression. Of course though, the MCU just takes all that away and makes him this guy hopping from woman to woman, not taking responsibility for anything, because again, this show has to constantly remind us that all men are trash, and apparently cowards too. And when Mr. Immortal jumps out the window to avoid confrontation with Nikki and Mallory, he actually lands on a security card with another scannable QR code that takes you to West Coast Avengers number 46, the first appearance of Mr. Immortal in Marvel Comics. Whoop-de-doo. I gotta admit though, Nikki is becoming my favorite character more and more as her role begins to expand more than just her as Jane's BFF. We actually get to see her talents here, taking charge, not even really needing Mallory. She's actually pretty damn good at her job, and I hope her character will further expand. Nikki and Mallory end up discovering a hate site called Intelligentsia, which I'll admit, this scene was a little creepy. Just them realizing that, wow, there's a lot of people that actually hate She-Hulk, like death threats, and then, you know, plotting ways to kill her. This was a little creepy. And I like how it's an obvious setup against She-Hulk in future episodes. She's obviously going to come face to face with somebody from this hate group. Whoever's behind it is obviously a much bigger threat than Titania, who we still know absolutely nothing about, other than she's just someone who hates She-Hulk. And it's so weird to me because for someone who's like her main rival in the comics, this show really does treat her like a D-list character. Am I the only one who thinks that? Let me know, because I feel like that this show just does not know what to do with her at all, quite frankly. I mean, we don't know nothing about her. She doesn't have any sort of arc at all. She seems to just hate Jennifer just because. And that's kind of it. I mean, there wasn't really much to this one at all. They just keep giving us these filler, no thriller episodes and teasing us, so we'll keep tuning in like idiots, watching something we don't want to really see, waiting for something we really do want to see. And my videos over the show is getting shorter and shorter because they don't give us much to talk about. West Coast Avengers number 46? A wedding episode? I mean, really? But that's really all I have to say about this one, guys. I mean, I guess we could just forget about this. There's no reason to talk about this. I thought today was the Daredevil episode, so, you know, but nope. No reason to Wasn't even no reason to even bring that. I'm sorry, I'm just a little irritated because they really got us all excited and hyped up. We thought we were finally getting Matt Murdock. They got us all excited just to show us Jennifer eating fries with someone who's clearly just using her. Like, it's obvious. That show is so predictable. It's obvious that this guy is just using her. Because again, this show has to constantly remind us that all men are trash. I guarantee y'all, $10 says that this guy is just using her. Showing us Matt Murdock's helmet and then giving us a wedding episode eating French fries. Sharing French fries with some dude that's just gonna betray you in the... We're done.